It's not the easiest time to run a small business these days. Here at the Gallery Coffee Shop in Charlottetown, they're feeling the pinch.
It's been like an accumulating effect over the past few years, I would say. We're really happy for our staff and everyone that minimum wage went up. I think that's fair. Everyone needs to make a livable wage. But yeah, the accumulation for us as business owners, with inflation, rising cost of ingredients, and fuel. I live 45 minutes away, so I have to gas up. That is kind of tough. And has been over the last couple of years.
Fritz says raising prices is the last thing she wants to do, but sometimes it is part of running a business.
In the off season, it's still a struggle for a small business to keep being open year round. We have lovely regulars and such, but you don't make any money in the off season.
As of April 1st, the minimum wage jumped from $16.50 an hour to $17. The Summerside Chamber of Commerce says the increase can benefit workers, but a 50-cent increase can have a negative impact.
Well, it could mean that someone has to review their hiring policy for the summer, and a minimum wage increase might mean that they're only hiring 3 summer workers instead of 4, because it's gonna raise the costs across the board.
The price of gas has also shot up in the last few weeks. This Charlottetown store says it could scare away some tourists this summer and increase her costs.
I support a lot of local artisans, but then there's some that I support from across Canada. My Scottish stuff coming in from overseas, the freight charges there alone is quite substantial. So you have to build that into your cost of goods.
Gas prices affect absolutely everything in our day-to-day lives. They affect the cost of materials for construction companies and manufacturing companies. They affect the cost of groceries and transportation. If gas prices continue to rise the way they are and continue to not be stabilized in any way, shape, or form, it's eventually going to bleed over into every other aspect of our daily lives.
Martin says he'd like to see government do more to support small and medium-sized businesses. Connor Lamont, CBC News, Charlottetown.